to change that, but why is it not telling me what's going on here? All right, for sure. Okay, here we go. All right, so let's knock out this disclaimer, y'all, and then we could go ahead and get started with today's trade recap. So disclaimer slash disclosure, please note that the following is not legal advice and is provided for informational and educational purposes only. Investing in securities carries a high degree of risk. Or solicitation to buy or sell any securities or other financial instruments. Any opinions expressed in this presentation are subject to change without notice and should not be relied upon as a recommendation to buy or sell any securities. Please do your own due diligence and research before making any investment decisions. All right, now with that being said, we could go ahead and get started and get it popping. Y'all gotta forgive the light. I appreciate the likes. Thank you for the likes. So my lighting is bad. I haven't really gone live at night like this before, so I don't have the ambient daylight that normally helps me. And that mixed with like just the harsh lighting off the monitor is not good at all. But you know what? We are gonna rock with it. So you guys know what I like to do, right? I like to give a trade recap on the day. What was the play of the day? What was the trade of the day? Now, the interesting thing is, I felt like today was a good day in the market. If you had a good day in the market, drop a 1 in the chat. If you made profits today, drop a 1 in the chat. So this was the play of the day. I did a quick SPY scalp. This was at 7:30 my time. So if you're not familiar with me, I trade on the West Coast. I'm in California. And so if you look at my timestamps, or if you're looking at my charting and some of the times might not line up versus when certain moves were made, just remind yourself that I'm trading Curtis G trades in California. So I'm like 3 hours ahead from the East Coast, right? But this was the scalp that I alerted when it came to SPY. And so I'm going to show y'all what I looked at. And I'm going to just keep it real. My trading strategy is very simple. I don't use a lot of indicators. I really have reduced it down just to momentum and trend lines and a few candlesticks. That's about it. And I'm not trying to brag. I'm not, bashing anybody else that uses indicators. It's just that over time, for me, in my eyes, the thing that works the best is just for me to keep it super simple. So I trade on the 30-minute time frame. I'm more of a scalper. If you've been on my lives before, you know that I've been trying to work on getting into more swing trades for my community. But let's take a look at that trade I just showed y'all so we can break it down. All right, so here is SPY. Let's switch it back over to the 30-minute chart. And so this is what the day looked like. I actually, if I was a bit more patient, and if I wasn't as conservative as a trader as I am, I could have made a lot more money. But what we saw, of course, on this first 30-minute candlestick right here, over towards the left, we saw this strong bearish candlestick, of course. And then we had this candlestick right here, which is almost like a dragonfly or a hammer, however you might want to consider it. And if you just zoom in and look exactly what happened, this is all I really noticed. This is all I really was taking a look at. What we had was a strong bounce off of the yesterday's previous day low. The previous day low, which is this white line here. And so we bounced off of yesterday's low, and then we came back up. That was an indication to me that the bulls were in control, not in control, but they had a lot more power in the market, at least for going in to start the day off. And then it was here that I alerted that I was getting into the SPY scalps, which we already see was kind of somewhat of a risky trade because we still needed to build up some more bullish momentum. But if we just go back and take a quick look, I alerted it at 7:33. And then within 40 minutes, I was out. So I waited about one candlestick, and then I was able to make a nice little 6%. I'm a very conservative trader. All I like to do is get base hits, $100, $200, $300 each day is all I really need. And I just let that compound and build up over time. So that's the long and short of it. The trade was very simple. The trade was very easy. Yo, Dom to Dom, thank you for the follow, my guy. I appreciate it. I'll be tapping in with you. But that was the long and short of the play of the day. So, like I said, I'm a very conservative trader. I don't use a lot of indicators. I just use some very simple things to keep it going. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody's comments. Dom to Dom says, strat indicator, let's go. That's right. I keep the strat on there. I'm going to be real. I have a lot of love for the strat. I got a lot of love for it, but I don't use it explicitly. I use it just to give my eyes understanding of what's going on. MBK Pimp, thank you for the follow, my guy. Thank you so much. Hey, yo, we're tapped in with 17 of us. So, let me know. Marcela Villanueva, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. So do me a favor, y'all. The one most important thing is that we journal our trades. So put a 1 in the chat if you put your trades into your trading journal today. Put a 1 in the chat if you put your trades into your trading journal today. Let me see who did that. That's the number one thing we should be doing, is working on consistently putting our entries in our trading journal. So if you logged your trade in your trading journal, put a 1 in the chat. Yo. Dom says same. Thank y'all for the follows. Thank y'all for the likes. Quick 300 on the likes. Thank you so much. Yo, Gerard. Dom to Dom. The start patterns are good for Forex scalping. That's what's up. Dwayne Randall, the strat. Good. Big John, Bruno Tech. So like I was asking, I just want to tap in with everybody who's on the live with me right now. Put a 1 in the chat if you logged your trades in your trading journal. Is that Janice? Janice Tube, does it work with crypto? I believe it does, because the strat is just based off of candlesticks. So let's go test it out. I've actually never used it on a crypto before, but let's go test it out on Bitcoin. I'm pretty sure it does work because it's just based off the candlesticks. Yo, we got 30 plus people on the live. That's what's up. Dom put a 1 in the chat. Dwayne Randall put a 2. Oh man, Dwayne, you didn't go log, man. The day's not over, Dwayne. Even if you're on the East Coast right now, you got 4 minutes to log your trades. You can log it. We'll log together. I logged mine, but make sure you log your trades. So for Janice, we want to take a look at Bitcoin and see if the strat works on it. BTC, let's see, Bitcoin. All right. And here is Bitcoin USD. And I gotta add the indicator. My bad. Let's go take a look. Let's go to the strat. And there it is. Like I said, so it works on all types of securities, commodities, assets, things like that, because it's really just based off of the candlesticks. That's what the strat does. Look at this nice little double bottom that happened today on Bitcoin. This is the 30-minute chart. That was nice right there. Very beautiful. Look at that. Anybody trade on that Bitcoin today? Yes. Dwayne Randall says you prefer strat in higher time frames, 15-minute plus. For me, I do. Just speaking to me, for some reason, the way that God made me, the way that my mind is set up, anything below the 15-minute, it's too much noise for my eyes. So anything below the 15-minute time frame is just too low. I think I just got a follower, whoever that was. Thank you for the follow. I was trying to make a note of your name and answer the question at the same time. I think it was Casper CC1. Casper, thank you so much. I hope I pronounced that right. Thank you for the follow. So the question at hand is, does the strat indicator work for crypto? And yes, it does. We're looking at Bitcoin right here. The second question was, do I like the strat on the lower time frames? And just for me in general, I don't even look at anything under 15 minutes. For me, I get a little shook, and I feel like it's too much noise and I can't really see what's going on in the market. So I really only look at the 30-minute time frame and higher. But I'm not knocking anybody who trades on 15 minutes and below. I see people out there that trade quick, scalping. They look at that 1 minute, they look at that 5 minute, and they're in and out making money. So big shout out to them. Yo, Disgrace, thank you for the follow. Mafia 33, thank you. Very simple trade. Just checking out the audio monitor and everything over here on my iPad, y'all. So pardon me. But if you just now are joining in my Discord community, I had alerted that I was doing a quick scalp on SPY. I'm a very conservative trader, so all I need is a base hit. I got in and out in about 40 minutes, made $100. I don't need to be greedy. I like to make anywhere from $100, $200, $300 a day and keep it pushing. But let me go back and show y'all exactly what I was looking at. So this is just a quick recap for anybody who joined. Yo, Sonoha, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. So we have this strong bearish, and we're looking at the 30-minute chart. So if you're new to trading, what that means is each one of these candles represents 30 minutes in time. This is the primary chart that I trade off of. So starting off, we have this crazy strong, not crazy, but a pretty strong bearish red candle. And then the next candle that we had was this bullish kind of like dragonfly or hammer, whatever you want to call it. But to me, just this crazy long wick. And the fact that we came down to yesterday's low, we came down to the previous low from yesterday. This told me that we had some strength with the bulls, that the buyers had some strength. And so this was my signal to go ahead and look into getting into some calls for a quick scalp. And as we saw, I was in and out. It took me about 40 minutes. So I was in for all of this candle and maybe a little bit of this one. And then I got out. Had I had a little bit more patience, and let's just be real, if I wasn't shook, then I would have stayed in and rode this up all day and would have made some really, really good money. But like I said, I'm a very conservative trader. I don't need to go crazy. I'm not looking for a home run or a grand slam every day. I'm just looking for, a base hit. And if I can get a base hit every single day, that's just going to start adding up and compounding. Thank you all for the follows. Thank you all for the likes. We're deep. We had 165 people in here. That is what's up. So I think I might have alerted another trade. Let me see what happened in the community today. Oh, that was yesterday. All right, this was by scalps. All right, and then I let the team know. So I've been in this swing trade for XOM puts. I got in yesterday. And so if you were on my live yesterday, you saw me do this trade. I'm going to back it up and show y'all. Let me take my time and show y'all. Yo, Carlos Herrera. Thank you for the follow. Rapping is my hobby. Thank you for the follow. I thank all of y'all. Thank you for rocking with me. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank you for the shares. It's always good energy. I really love the TikTok crowd that comes to my lives. I feel like we all share education with each other. It's no hate. It's no shade. It's no toxicity. We're all just out here trying to learn and better each other. So I'm going to just take a step back and show y'all. This one was on the 1 hour. Let's go to like the 30-minute. Okay, so this was today. We're looking at ExxonMobil. That's ticker symbol Xavier Oscar Mary. And so I'm going to go ahead and show y'all yesterday how I got down on Exxon. All right, here we go. So if you didn't see yesterday, I'm going to show you how I got down. Here we go. Where we at? We're in yesterday. Okay, so yesterday at 7:45, just a reminder, yesterday at 7:45 West Coast time, I alerted that I was getting into Exxon puts. So let's go over and take a look at what happened. So I said 7:45. We'll put it on the 15-minute just to make it a little bit easier. But this was yesterday. And as we can see on the 15-minute, we had that strong bearish momentum, right? Bearish sentiment. Nice. Every 15 minutes, red candle pushed down. So at about 7:45 West Coast time, which is right about here, is where I said, okay, we've got a nice strong trend for the day. We're breaking in, we're coming down. I got to actually go back and use the replay so we can see where we were at in conjunction of the previous day high and low. All right, so here we are. We were below the, all right, let me go ahead and just remove all the drawings. All right. So here we go. You guys still rocking with me? Y'all still rocking with me? X-Ray Oscar Mike. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, Ken, thank you, man. My mom used to always teach me, and she always gets mad at me whenever I don't remember the correct ones. So I appreciate you, Ken. Thank you. So that was ticker symbol X-Ray Oscar Mike, not Xavier Oscar Mary. Thank you. Okay, let's get into this recap. So here we're looking at the 15-minute chart on ExxonMobil, ticker symbol XOM. And each one of these just told me that we had strong bearish momentum. But there's another indicator that I use every single day, and it's a very simple one. It is the Sarah Strat Sniper 50% rule indicator. So I want to show y'all right now. It is, if you don't already know it, it's this one right here. I use this indicator every single day without fail. I use this indicator, and it's a very simple one. All it tells you is the previous day high, the previous day low, and then where was the 50% right in the middle. So based off of that indicator, let me bring this back up. I saw that we broke below the previous day low, and we were heading down pretty strong. And so right around 7:45, this is where I said, okay, we've got this bearish sentiment. It's pretty established. Let me go ahead and get into some puts. But I had already been kind of looking at Exxon on the daily chart, which is up here. So I'll move out the way. And here is the daily chart. And I already kind of saw this trend kind of build up with this bearish kind of inverted hammer coming down to the downside. So it was those simple things that kind of told me that, yo, I want to go ahead and get into some puts. Now, if we go back to the Discord, I alerted. I was in Exxon puts. That was at 7:45. I stayed in for about 15 minutes, a little bit over 15 minutes. And then I got out. I got out with about $70, just under 5%, nothing crazy. And then I wanted to offer a little bit of my rationale. So I'm going to read this to you, and this is what I put to my community yesterday. I entered XOM as a swing trade idea, but ultimately felt like I should have had a better entry, which caused me to exit early. I don't think it would be a bad idea to ride the trend line down on the daily chart until it breaks the trend structure. So after that being said, we had some other activity. We had somebody call puts on Starbucks, which is really good. But then I went ahead and re-entered. So I re-entered the Exxon puts, and I am in currently right now on that swing trade. So today was a little bit of somewhat of a flat day based on where I entered yesterday, but we do still have a little bit of bearish sentiment. So it depends. I've got two different trend lines right up here drawn, one to the downside and one forming to come back up to the upside. So we'll see what breaks first. But right now I am in those XOM puts. All right, let me make sure. So again, big shout out to you, Ken. Thank you so much. Venture Product says, do you trade NASDAQ? Not yet. I'm working my way over there. Don't subscribe. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. All right. Question at all says dividends payout May 14th on Exxon. Really good stock to hold long term. 95 cents per stock. It has definitely been a good one to get into this year, because I could have swore earlier this year. Let's all take a look. Earlier this year, at the beginning of the year, let's go look. Look at this crazy run up for Exxon and just energy. Here we are, not even at the beginning of the year, but let's go. Look at this. This is just wild. Here we are back in January. Let me move me kind of out the way over here. Here we are back in January, and the stock was $96 a share, and here we are at 116. We're at 116, so definitely the beginning of the year was a good time to get into XOM. Julian says this tech analysis stuff doesn't work, does it? So Julian, the way that I want you to think about it is there's nothing that works 100% of the time in the world of trading and technical analysis. The name of the game is to find a strategy or an analysis style, if you will, that works a decent amount enough times. So maybe 5 out of 10 times, 6 out of 10 times, 7 out of 10 times, something like that, right? Assuming, just know